So, another car vlog. I always, when I'm driving, I get almost, not necessarily relaxed because I'm still really alert, but I just get into like these deep thoughts. And it's funny because, well, it's not funny, but I just came back from a funeral, and like it wasn't someone that I was close to, but it's someone that I've known for like basically my whole life. It was my mom's best friend's mother. And, you know, she knew her since she was like fourth grade or something. So it was, you know, it was different for my mother than for me because I knew her, but there was always this big language barrier because she spoke Spanish only. And basically all we could do to each other was say hello and have a kiss. So, you know, it was still weird that she passed, of course, but the weirder thing to me was what my mom said to me. When we were getting something from the vending machine, and she told me, you know, I'm both happy and sad that you're here, because I'm happy because it shows that you're, you know, a grown, responsible adult, because, you know, obviously, you know, kids don't go to a funeral if they don't have to, and, you know, I went out of my way to go because I knew it was important to my mom. So for her, she's like, it's a happy moment because I know that you're responsible, but it still makes me sad because then it makes me feel like I'm old. And I thought that was, like, that struck me because for me, you're old when you stop learning. And I definitely think that my mom still learns, like, you know, from her mistakes or from, you know, other people's mistakes. You know, she's still mentally active, I guess. Like, she's still open to new things and to learning. For me, that's what defines someone as being old. You know, sometimes I'll joke like, oh gosh, I'm 22, I'm old. But again, for me, it's just, you know, when you stop learning. And I think that that's, I don't know, for me, that's a big thing. Like, I don't see there to be a point in life if you're not learning. Like, I know a lot of people, I know people in their 20s that I would consider old because they're too close-minded, that they can't, you know, see past certain things, that they don't learn from their experiences. And then I know people in their 50s that I consider old. So it's I don't know, I just wanted to share that concept with you guys, I guess, just what my stance was on that. I would love to hear what you guys think defines an old person. Like I said, for me, it's just when you stop taking in new experiences, when you stop learning from what you're doing, when you're just kind of just going through life. Because I feel like if you're not learning, you're just blah, you're just going through life. Like, there's no point. Like, not that there's no point, like, you should die. Obviously, I would never think that. But, I don't know how to explain my thoughts, but that's what I think. So I was curious to know what you guys think. What makes somebody old? What makes you start classifying them as, you know, up there? Because, I don't know. I know old people of all ages. So, anyway, I'll see you guys later. I hope that you're having a lovely week so far. And, yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. See if you can see me because it's kind of dark. But Chris and I... Hello, Chris.
Hello.
We are on the way to get dinner at Anthony's Cold Fire Pizza. Then we're going to go to YogurtLand to get frozen yogurt for dessert. And then we're going to go in line for the midnight showing of The Hunger Games. And I am so excited. I have been... this is the most pumped I've ever been about any movie ever. Like, I've been watching...
Really? Ever?
Yeah, ever. I've been watching so many interviews. I was Googling behind the scenes. I think I've probably spent easily 20 hours just looking at extra features on YouTube. Like, just anything that I could. Any kind of interview, everything. And that's not even including the time that I spent reading all 3 novels in a weekend. So I was so excited. But anyway, so I am very much anticipating this. And when we get out, we will let you know our thoughts. So I'll see you guys later on our date night. Bye.
Say something really quickly. To give you guys, and I'm sorry I only see my big nose in the prefab, but to give you guys an idea, I don't know anything about this movie series, the book series, or anything. And Becca here, it's kind of like a reversal, because usually we go see the movies that I'm like a huge nerd for, and I always have like a nerd hard-on for, and Becca's kind of like, you know, me in this case. But, so yeah, it's a little role reversal. Becca's gonna have her nerd boner, and I'm just gonna be kind of like,
Yeah, so you'll get both perspectives. Someone who's read the books like crazy, and then a new person to the franchise.
Yes, new to the franchise.
Oh, see you in a bit. Bye. Hi. So I wanted to make this quick, but I wanted to film in the bathroom because there's a lot of funny things in here. We're at Anthony's Cold Fire Pizza. There is George Clooney. Really pretty looking stuff. Then, is he, I forget who he is, I'm sorry. I don't know. Is that James Dean? I don't know. But then here is the most like epic disabled bathroom ever. Here is that with Marilyn. I think he's James Dean, I don't know. Then Johnny Depp, Elvis, and then just a generally large bathroom, but all these weird pictures. Well, let's see. Ooh, that was loud. What's in this bathroom? Okay, there's Brad Pitt and George Clooney. So I just thought it was a funny thing to have. And it's super loud all over your bathroom. So, gotta go. So we are at YogurtLand, where you rule. And I got red velvet cupcake, double stuffed Oreos, and vanilla ice cream all mixed together. Then I got chocolate.
Is that banana?
Yeah, that's a banana, yeah. I put in bananas, brownie parts, cheesecake parts, and then graham crackers and Ghirardelli white chocolate chips. Boo, do you want to explain yours?
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm eating. Mine is cheesecake ice cream, vanilla ice cream, gummy bears, Snickers, and pieces of cheesecake.
It looks really good.
It's actually really tasty.
This is awesome. Hello. So we just finished with the Hunger Games. It was a really long movie. It's actually 2:39 right now, so it was almost 2.5 hours if you take away the previews. But wait, do you want me to go first or you?
You go.
Okay. My first impression.
Is I'm thirsty.
Actually, yeah,
We're
I'm
both
very
so thirsty right now, and we had a free coupon to go get a free drink, but Becca didn't want to go, and she didn't want me to go, so because we were watching the movie.
Yeah, I didn't want to miss anything. But my impressions was that I really liked the movie. They were very faithful to the books. There was only like 4 scenes from the top of my mind that they cut, but I can understand why they cut all of them, so I wasn't upset. One of them I was like, oh, that adds so much depth, but you know, it was a really long movie, so they can't keep everything. But what's it called? So they did cut some things, but it wasn't a big deal. They remained very faithful to the book, though they did change the ending a bit, but I understand why they changed the ending, and when you see it, you'll understand why they did it. But I like how they did it. Actually, that's the one scene that I like that they cut, because I think it's better this way. But the beginning was a little slow.
Yes.
But then once they got into the arena, it all picked up very well. So it was good. And I don't know, I enjoyed it. But all the hype around it, how this is becoming like such this huge movie before it even came out, it definitely made me think less of it, because the hype made me think that this was going to be my favorite movie of all time. But it definitely wasn't my favorite movie. But I still really enjoyed it. Like, if there wasn't so much hype, I think I would have enjoyed it more, but I guess I expected too much because of all the things that I've been watching. So, now, Chris's turn.
Like rock turn. Okay, so I didn't read these books, unlike my feminine companion. I didn't read them. I'm very picky with what I read, because most of what I read is psychological stuff, because, you know, school and all. So didn't read it, but I went in here with an open mind. Unlike Twilight, which looked cheesy to me when I saw Twilight, it felt cheesy to me, and it still does, which, no offense to people who enjoy Twilight. Becca likes Twilight. I'm not knocking you guys. I don't do that. But it's just not my thing. And there's a lot of hype surrounding this film, because it just seemed to be like the next...
They have a lot of the same demographic.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it kind of falls into the ballpark of Harry Potter or, you know, those things, where it's not the same type of picture, but it's, you know, there's the choo-choo, the hype train surrounding it and shit like that. So going in there, I was very neutral. I didn't, you know, want to say, oh, this is going to suck. But I didn't want to be like, oh man, this is going to be the greatest movie ever. Bearing that in mind, it wasn't bad. I mean, it didn't blow me away. Like, I wasn't, like, you know, glued to my seat the whole time. And there were some moments that I felt were mixed because the focus on characters. Like, I won't spoil it, but there's a character who dies in the film that I didn't feel it had a strong impact as the movie was trying to make it have, because I didn't really know anything about that character. So it was kind of like, okay, I mean, that sucks that this character died, but I don't, you know, I didn't care, and people around me cared, and I was like, this is weird, because I don't know, I didn't feel anything. I felt bad, but I didn't feel like, you know, right here. Anyway, that being said, I did like it. I was telling Becca that I actually thought it would have been better if it was like an HBO miniseries, because I just felt like the movie wasn't given enough room to stretch its legs. Like, you could tell that there's so much that they were trying to fit into the script, you know, adapting it from the book. I didn't even read the book, but you could just tell that they wanted to incorporate so much, but that they didn't have enough leg space, and that they had to kind of speed things along. And also, I don't know if Becca felt the same way, but I felt like a lot of the camera angles were very, like, close.
Oh, yeah.
To the point that I would get dizzy sometimes, because it was shaky cam, and it was always, like, up close. So when two people were struggling, they would just put the camera really close to kind of, like, accentuate the struggle. But what ended up happening was I just got really kind of nauseous looking at the screen, shaking all the time, or I had no idea what was going on. And it wasn't until the end of the movie that they started kind of, like, panning back, which I was like, yes, pan back. You have a beautiful set. Show more of it. That's really all I have to... God, that was the shortest green light I've ever seen in my life. Literally, when I went forward, it, like, turned off immediately, and I was like, wow, sorry. That was amazing. Anyway, to kind of put summary, yeah, go see it. I'm not sure if I'd recommend to go see it in the movie theater, unless you have people like me who really want to go see it. But I would say eventually see it. It's a fun movie. It's really fun. And actually, if you go to a movie theater to go see it, try to go to one that sells alcohol, because seriously, you will have the best drinking game in the world every time little girls go woo. There's so many girls in our theater that, like, anytime the two main characters got kissy-kissy, they started going crazy, and I thought it was very funny.
Back to the shaky cam thing for a second. Actually, when I was reading reviews, that they made a good point about that. Although it was super annoying, and I did actually feel dizzy at certain points, they did it because, to make it not a rated R movie. Because if they focused too much on things, it would easily have been rated R. I mean, with all the murder.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it was a nice cover-up, and artistically it does create a sense of anxiety, which I thought was good, but it's like, goodness, they did it all the time. Like, even when there wasn't anything bloody, like two people just wrestling, they would do it, and it's like, come on, man, like, there's no, like, gore. Like, I get it if someone's gonna, like, break, you know, someone's neck or something, or beat the crap out of another person, but not if they're just tumbling down, like, a hill or something. I mean, come on, even, I think they did that in Star Wars. Didn't Anakin get, like, all his limbs cut off? It was PG-13. But, yeah, so.
Okay, so we should go. We are going to go to sleep this again when we get home, because it is 2:45 in the morning. So, we'll see you guys later. Bye!